sun's poking through. It was kind of cloudy when we first got up. Don's back to work today, so we were up at 7:30. I'm just now outside. Everybody's on the backyard. For it offhand, I don't think I saw Gray up front, but we'll see in a minute. She's last 2 days really only been on the yeah, it's fresh dry chow today. You go eat your chicken. Here, I'll cover up the dry chow for a few minutes. That's for later in the day. There you go. Good boy. Anyway, I was trying to say is she seems pretty scared still, and I guess when it's dark out she feels safer since the dog assault happened during the daytime. Well, Gray's not up here, and I've called and she's not coming. She's missing her chicken for, what is this, the third morning in a row now? Second morning in a row? I don't know. I came out and sat with her last night. Johnny came out and sat with her. I'll go look at the cameras, but yesterday morning at like 7:12, as soon as it was daylight, she hopped down off the porch, not staying on the porch in daylight. I suppose we could, maybe she doesn't feel safe because she can't hop through the rails. I suppose we could take down a section of the cardboard. I was looking, if I cut it here, I could take out this one piece. I told Dawn to leave it up. We talked about it, and we're in agreement to leave it up until we saw sometime into February, when we saw we weren't going to have any more, severe cold. Rather than have him feel like I have to have him come put it back up a second time this year. This is the most extensive we've ever put up. But that was also the most extensive cold Gray and Panther have had to deal with up here too, so. Well, I don't know. There's nothing I can do. I don't know where she's hid out there. And I know she's not injured, which is somewhat of a relief, but I'm just, the longer her being upset goes on, the more I get angry about those dogs coming into the yard and scaring her. Because they were up on the porch. I mean, they were up where I'm standing. Silly oafs. But still, it's Gray's safe spot, and they've made her feel not safe. My eyes don't see her. I'm looking. I'm actually back for my second visit. You gonna come here? Come on. Good boy. Come on. I know, just a little far away. There you go. Hey, bud. You can go back and finish that food in a minute. You doing good today? Hi, bud. Hey, Dusty. Oh, I hear purrs. Well, there's my daffodils. And there's some flowers. So that's cool. I told Dawn to pick me up by the stairs. We're headed out for a walk. I'm just going to see if I see her. I doubt it. It's very hard to spot gray kitties out here in the woods. I mean, I kind of know where Panther has a few places he hides if he's not happy, but I don't know Gray's spots. Well, she's never really needed to have a spot before. I didn't see her, and being a cat whisperer sometimes is hard. I also don't want to find her spot and then make her feel like her spot's not safe. And Camellia's looking pretty. A few of the blossoms got ruined by the cold, but now more are opening. I got the idea yesterday to submit a Pokestop nomination for the fancy painted bluebird house we put up on the tree back there just a bit. So I did that this morning. It would be nice to have a stop at the midway point on this trail. There's one at the beginning and one at the end, and then all the stops at South Park, but one in the middle would be good. So I think it's likely they'll accept that one. It's clearly on a public access trail. And I thought the bluebird box with the painted artwork on it was fancy enough to justify being a piece of art and a Pokestop. They might have just done a bluebird box. I don't know. I don't remember. But the fancier the piece of art is, the better. Don's just up here walking back and forth, zigzagging, waiting on me. What in the world is going on at the community center this morning? It's a little after 9:30. I suppose it could be a first of the month kind of meeting. or it could be people kicking off their New Year, new exercise program, or I don't know. It's not kids playing basketball. Although they don't start back to school, most of them, until tomorrow, including Johnny. They don't make nicer mornings than this in January for walking. We've really gotten off easy today.
That's right. Sun's out, no wind.
It could be quieter.
Yeah,
The construction guys are back doing their thing on that piece of land that they seem to be working for forever.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to make, I mean, it's very surprised it's taking 3 months to clear that and get it where they can build it. You know, I just assume things shouldn't take that long, but obviously I don't know. I'm not a construction guy.
Yeah, well, they missed a little bit of time due to the holiday. You can turn around now. I'm not trying to torture you. But they're over there making their noise. So Johnny does have Taekwondo tonight. I don't know that I'll be going out today. Before then, I canceled my chiropractor's appointment, my PEMF treatment, because I just felt like not being on the road today when I didn't have to be for school. I just wanted that one more day at the house, kind of resting, I guess. Dang, it's loud. I wanted to say that Don doesn't have enough projects or things that need fixing, and the water heater heat pump thing is giving us the GE hybrid. It may not be giving us a problem. It may just be a dirty filter or this valve that Don put on. Basically, we heat the water to 140, but there's a valve that mixes cold water in that spreads out the tank. So we get 120 degree water coming out. That he put that in 15. So the boys and I could all take showers when we came in from Taekwondo back to back to back. And then hopefully have enough for the dishwasher a couple hours later. So anyway, on top of everything else, Donna's got to go futz with that, because I took a shower last night and the water was only, what was it, 100 degrees?
Yeah, I think it started at 105 and quickly went down from there.
I was not happy. I like really warm water. I like to massage my back with the shower head, and you know, let's just say for about 3 days I was like, you know, that water's not where it's supposed to be. And when we had the, you know, really cold 10 degree nights, the intake water was super cold. But once the tank gets heated up, it just takes more energy to heat the tank to the 140 degrees. It doesn't mean the water coming out once it's heated should be off. And anyway, I was letting Don know it wasn't quite right. It'll be an emergency if I'm taking 90 degree showers in the winter. That'll be an emergency.
Well, it has a resistance heating element backup, electric heating element backup. So worst case scenario, I can turn that back on. I can use my phone app to do that, or it has a little control panel on the heat pump.
Right, Don can basically run the heat strips on the hot water heater. It'll cost him more, but he won't have to listen to me fuss.
That's right. So I've repositioned my probe, and it's up to 122 degrees. The probe's reading 122 degrees, so that's pretty good. Certainly the heat pump's not, the tank's, it's not running right now. So it
thinks it's hot.
It thinks it's hot. So I'm just going to say that this afternoon I cleaned the filter now. And then this afternoon when I get off work, I'll take the cover off, and I'm going to put that temperature sensor exactly on the top of the tank. I'll get there to where I can get down into it. But right now I'm encouraged. Yeah, 123. Yeah.
I watered my plants while Don had us locked in here so the cats wouldn't come in.
Yeah, the cats, they
love under here. Yep. If they can. Yep. It's like a playland for them.
Yep.
That's got dog paw prints in it, and it's damaged from when they were running around the house acting nutsy. Can't say it's all down here too. Can't say I'm very happy about that either. I'm coming to put fresh water in this bird bath down here. I keep seeing the birds drink out of it, and it's got leaves and junk in it, and this one doesn't get a lot of attention, but I can make it better. Well, it's not exactly level, but it is full of water, and I cleaned up over here enough that if I want to take a picture of a bird on the bird bath, I should be able to see it without shooting through sticks. Somebody's burning, and it's getting kind of hard to breathe out here, so I'm headed back in the house. I had kind of hoped Gray might just show up at my feet. A lot of times when I work in the front yard, she comes to see me. No such luck. We did take down that piece of cardboard, so if she goes up there, maybe she won't feel so cooped up. There's really only one place under there that a kitty would want to be, and she's not there. There's a leaf bag catcher collector thing. Makes a little circle. When it's collapsed, it's kind of cushiony, and that's underneath there. But there's no kitty in it right now. It's a little afternoon, and I'm going to plan to finish the lighthouse. I've only got 3 bag steps left. I'm on number 11, and that's to build the roof of the little house. UPS was just here to deliver a package. It's part of Dawn's Amazon Subscribe and Save. I just got the call from Carrie Dermatology, and the results were in the middle of what I wanted to hear, I guess, or didn't want to hear. It's not cancerous, but it is a moderate to severe changing mole, and they want to send me to have basically a whole plug taken out between my toes to totally remove it. Would probably mean a couple of stitches, and it would be an in-office procedure still, I think. Well, certainly it would be a procedure and go home at some point, but yeah, I was hoping for it's no big deal, you don't need any follow-up care for a year. But at least it's not melanoma, it's not cancer, it's not, at this time, what I'm being told, we're going to require anything more than going and getting a big plug removed. So, yeah, I'll call and make the appointment tomorrow. They're sending over the referral this afternoon. I'll get in as soon as I can get in. Hopefully it will be sooner than later. Not what I wanted to hear. Not the end of the world, but, you know, I've been through a lot. You know, some of us, we just have to go through more than others sometimes, it seems. It probably means I won't be able to walk for a bit. I think she said I'd have, you know, walk, like at the park, walk. Stitches for 10 days. I'm going to have to rest it. I'm going to have to heal it. It hurt more what she did the other day than probably what happens for a normal person. That's probably the small fiber sensory neuropathy and the way my body interprets pain. So yeah, but I'll do what I need to do. They should have done something about it a year ago. That lady a year ago told me to wait on it. Now I'm kind of irritated that they didn't, you know, I mean, hopefully we've caught it here in time. It sounds like we have, but, you know, they could have removed it a year ago and it was probably been a little smaller. And so they will send out whatever they take to pathology. I'm sure that's to look at the margins to make sure they really think they got it all. And anyway, thanks for listening. I'm going to go back to my Legos now. Try to calm down. Aurora Point, huh? Looks good. I finished bag 12. One more bag to go. And it's coming along nicely. I'm going to take a short break and then I'll be back. So my response to opening up bag 13, which is the final bag, is that the lighthouse lens is made out of the garage door pieces. These pieces hook together and generally would go up and down for a door, but I guess for the lighthouse they're going to go around in a circle. So I look forward to building that. Here's the fancy base piece. It gave us a nice looking seagull here. Oops, need to open one more bag of small stuff. So usually stickers are all on one sheet, and I had this one sticker sheet. So I was really worried when this one popped up. I see now why it's on a separate sheet. It's metallic for inside the lens to cause reflection, but I hadn't lost it. I was able to find it in the folder over there. So cool. And there's the fancy lens piece. I don't know if it's new for this set or has been used before. I should probably look it up. So you see in there, there's a little round looking lens piece.
Yeah.
And the light is up underneath there, and there's a foil sticker too. And the way you start it is this hole back here. Down here at the bottom, if you reach in.
There's a secret place.
There's the lever is down in there.
Well, the light's on.
But it's missing.
Missing.
The gear's not engaged. I tested it a few minutes ago.
Oh.
Alright. This is a turntable gear, and I attached the lens on the wrong side of it. So I fixed the gear still so it couldn't turn instead of fixing the lens so that it was still and turned with the gear. It's an easy fix now that Dawn pulled this piece out, out of the turntable.
She needs my fingers.
I do. I often need Dawn's strength, and you know, if somebody's going to break a nail or hurt their finger, it's going to be you.
You know, they can see my beautiful nails.
I'll have it back together in just a minute.
Alrighty.
Take two.
Take two.
I swear I tested everything right up until the final test, and it was working. And that was the final piece, was the piece that was wrong. But since Don has to do everything on camera for the first time while I film him, I figure it's only fair to show you my mess up too. It's going to work this time. I'm confident. Yeah. Reaching into that little lever is a little harder than my fingers want it to be. All right, here it goes.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Woohoo!
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah, and there's a light down here too. See, in the building there's a light.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little glow, yellow.
Yeah, the fireplace is a glow in there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How cool.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty nifty.
So it's garage door, rolling door panels that they used for the lighthouse.
Of course it is. So how come the wire isn't getting twisted? How does it work? That work?
Those are flexible pieces, sort of, and they were Royal Paint and the took us to flex. Well, let me just say, pushing in the very last piece and it not popping out, it popped out, and I had to futz with it.
No, I'm talking about the light.
What do you mean?
The electrical wire.
Well, the light.
Got slip rings.
I
mean, isn't it just winding the wire?
I hope not.
Well, there's wire that makes it light.
I think the bottom piece that the wire plugs into is fixed. The hole at the bottom. I'll show you.
Okay.
Look, it would have already pulled itself out. Don't try to scare me like that. Donnie, never. These Lego engineer people, they don't make mistakes.
Yeah, well, okay.
So the light is in a hole. The LED light is in a hole down here at the base, and it doesn't move.
Oh, it's down here.
It's underneath the thing that's spinning.
Oh, so it's got a mirror.
Right, and that's what that piece of reflective foil is for.
Oh, I missed all that.
Well, it's supposed to simulate a real lens, a real Fresnel. Is that the word? Lens. Yeah, I mean, let me take it apart and show you. Yeah. You need to understand it.
I got it. I remember.
Well, without taking it apart, I can show you the book. Are you convinced now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Those guys are really, those people.
Well, that was a
really
great
smart.
question, though. So here's the instruction. You can probably see this better anyway. The little light LED goes up into the bottom of that, and this picture shows it better. There's actually a hole there, and it's fixed. That part's not moving. The gear's moving, but this hole's not moving, so that's why the wire doesn't bend and break and pull itself out and do all that other stuff.
Yeah, and it does shine. There's a little mirror.
There is. The mirror is here. There's the mirror.
Yeah,
it's the sticker. I had shown them the sticker, but you weren't out here when I did that.
All right.
So the sticker, here is it showing up to the lens.
Yeah, right.
Now the lens facing up, but in the house it's on its side after you position it. But yeah, so the light is being reflected into the lens by the quote-unquote foil mirror sticker.
How cool is that?
And I was showing Dawn, I popped this off. I'll have to put it back on, but why put it back on and then pop it off? That's the battery door. And so really it's just a very simple pull that off and 4 screws, and you can replace the batteries as needed without having to take anything. Realistically, you're not taking anything apart.
Sounds good. Way cool.
I've been meaning to go through this Lego bin, hadn't done it. This is the International Space Station. Looks like it's all there, including the plate. There's a shuttle. So I'm browning a chuck roast in the Instant Pot on saute. That's going to be dinner tonight. And I'm just futzing with this small bin of bricks. I need to do the first level sort, pull out the non-Lego bricks and other toys, which there have been a few, and try to get all the International Space Station parts. 3rd day in a row she didn't come up until after dark. Poor thing. I'm so sorry, Gray. And I want to go out and make her not eat. She needs to eat. I didn't quite finish. We're headed out to Taekwondo. Don's under the house fooling with the hot water heater, trying to figure out what's going on with it. And yeah, I'm just gonna make this safe to walk away from, and we're gonna head out. I got Johnny dropped off at Taekwondo, and he asked me to run over to Walmart and pick up something for him, so I'm definitely going to Walmart. I was undecided, but now I'm definitely going. And Don says he's pretty much diagnosed it that it's not the hot water heater itself, but it's probably the valve that he added, which has worked great for us, by the way. We put that water heater in 2014. So nothing better than Google Photos and a quick search on water heater to find a picture of it in the back of the GMC. And you know, when he brought it home from either Lowe's or wherever it was he got it from, to help you remember when you did something. Well, all the Christmas is 75% off now, although I don't know that there's really anything else left here that I care about. I did get what I needed at Walmart and enjoyed browsing. I think I spent $3, maybe only $2 on like a couple of really small Christmas items, and then I was out of there.